Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. I hope this finds you well. This is a Focus Friday video, and for the month of October we've been focusing on all things heat embossing. And today we're going to be looking at heat embossing white on a coloured cardstock, and just a very white on colour, and what a wonderful simple effect it can give. So this is the card I made. It's a Christmas card, and you've got here the white embossed snowflake and the white embossed sentiment just on Pacific Point cardstock, and you can see how effective just the white and the blue is together like this, and how white heat embossing on a coloured cardstock really does give you a vibrant white. If you stamped even without crafting, you still wouldn't get the vibrant white that heat embossing will give you. Okay, so that's the effect we're going for. Let me show you the stamp set. Stamp set is snow crystal, and this is one large snowflake. We have that here in our Stamparatus, and we are going to stamp obviously using our Versamark ink so that we can heat emboss. Really give us a really good ink up. Just had this there because of the glare, so sorry about the glare. I'm just gonna give us a really good press down, and I'm going to go in one more time. Really getting that ink on. There's a big stamp, so make sure you get everything covered. Give it a really good wallop press down, even with the Stamparatus. And then I'm going to bring in my powder. This is my white embossing powder. Just give it a few flicks. Now if there's powder where you don't want it to be, as I can see there is here in a few places, just wipe it away using a paintbrush, a small paintbrush. Okay, so there we have our lovely snowflakes. So set that aside. Bring our whoops, nearly had an accident there. Just taking my time to get this in, trying not to make a mess. Okay, remove this. I'll clean it in a minute. I know I should clean it now, but I'll clean it in a minute. So I want to do a bit more heat embossing, and this time I'm going to remember to use my embossing buddy that I forgot last time, just so the powder only sticks where I've got my Versamark ink. I'm going to do my stamp my sentiment, which is Merry Christmas. And again, ink this up nicely. Okay, and then we're just going to again put our powder on. And again I'm just going to use my paintbrush to wipe off any excess. Give it a tap. I think I've got most of it off, you can just see. So I'm going to heat set that, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so just before I heat set, I wanted to show you first the stamps that I use for the Merry Christmas is this one, Celebrate with Tags. I use this Merry Christmas here. Now I'm going to let my heat tool, the heat tool heat up for about 30 seconds before I bring it to the paper, and this will help to stop the powder floating about and stop the paper from warping. So I'm going to speed you up while I do this, and also put you on mute so you won't have to hear the roar of the heat gun. Okay, so we're all heat embossed, as you can see. And I just heat embossed the sentiment and then cut it out using my trimmer and put it on, backed it onto a piece of basic white cardstock. Now our card base is also basic white, it's thick basic white. It's a standard A6 card base, that's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then our piece with our snowflake on it, I did cut this down, just really by eye, because I wanted a smaller piece. So I wanted to have more white showing around the edge. I'm just going to sort of centre that like that, and then just make sure this is pushed down properly, just like that. And then our sentiment is going to be put on with some dimensionals, so let's put those on. As you know, I'm fairly generous with my dimensionals, so don't roll your eyes at me. And I'm just going to get the backings off here. And then put this in the center of our snowflake, like that. And then finishing touches, some pearls. And these are just our basic pearls. This one wants to budge. And I'm just going to put a little trio here. Just like that. So there are the two cards. So that's heat embossing on coloured cardstock with white emboss embossing powder, and you can see what a bright and vibrant effect it gives compared to just stamping with a white ink. So I hope that's been useful. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you want more information about the project, all the information is on my blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. If you enjoyed the video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. Thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!